All right, here we are at next hole, hole 6 here. I'm just trying to think as the method that I want to go about this. I guess I'm thinking hook slice. I really don't want to do hook slice, especially with a POC 2. Man. Not too happy about this one. Not liking the setup here. So I'm thinking here, be 8 rings, somewhere like this. So you can see with where my ending point was. Let's just see how this looks for a starting point. That is not even close. Well, actually, you know what? It might not have been that bad. I think it might have just came in too hot. So I think it might have landed around here, which is kind of more or less what I thought it was going to anyway. So my biggest mistake there was probably the fact that it just carries farther than I expect. So using full power there might not be advantageous. So you can probably go maybe half power. You can see my opponent actually is able to pull it off there with a Quasar ball. So something to be thinking about. However, we're not exactly, in any trouble scenario here overall. Now, it's obviously not the best spot to be. And it was almost kind of more so than anything, luck of the draw, that I'm kind of in the trees here. So if I was to try to do this, I'm thinking something along the lines of here, which is going to be a short hit with curl. Looks like I'm kind of a little bit done. I'm going to need to just go fairway here. So we're going to have to go fairway with some curl, I guess. I really don't have too much of a choice with the shot that they give me, which should be fine. I'm just going to go max rings. That's about 8.2. And then we're just going to curl it. Perfect ball. Should stay out of those branches. See if I used enough. Looks like I did not, but relatively close. You can see you're going to be able to give yourself a chance. Let's see where my opponent is. You can see he's in the rough. This actually isn't too bad either. I would probably play it pretty tight. I wouldn't play it like this at all, so I'm just going to kind of kill this one. Good luck. We are playing the replays here, but you can see like in my opinion, that's not how I would bring it in. Like I would, if it was me, I'd pull it back a little bit farther, try to get a little bit more topspin on this, and try to avoid as much curl as possible. Like he's playing it just a little bit too safe, which makes it almost not holeable or less holeable. So you'll probably want to play more aggressive towards the tree, maybe a little bit more like a top, less of a backspin. Is kind of the approach if you do get yourself in those weird areas. But one of the ways to avoid that is, and you'll see on my next guide, we're just going to try to take off some topspin essentially and just try to get it over that bunker. We went with what we did because we already had like a POC 2, which is really taking off a lot of your yardage. So keep that in mind. Good luck with that hole. I will see you guys on 7 coming up.